Are you ready, Nodoka?
Yes.
Ready as ever. All right, good. Well, we like to start off with a laugh, so now take a deep breath, Nodoka. Okay? You've done lots of presentations before. You've grown and developed, and you can do it.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Whenever you're ready, you can start.
Everyone can see clearly?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. Thank you for coming to my presentation. My presentation will take about 30 minutes. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me after my presentation. Today I will talk about myself. I hope you can enjoy with me next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's move over to agenda. My agenda is composed of about my country, SMART goal, SMART analysis, for peace and conclusion. So let's move on to about me. First of all, who I am. I am Japanese. My birthday is May 16th, 1990. My age is 28. My major is nurse and public health nursing. I was a nurse in Japan. I worked in pediatric. I worked in children's hospital as a pediatric nurse.
Wow.
So let's move on to my hobbies. My hobbies are mainly three: drawing, music, and creating new things. So let's move on to drawing. This is my drawing. Since I was a child, I really like drawing. When drawing, I can relax, and I usually lose track of time. So let's move on to music. This is bass. I play bass, and I play percussion instruments.
Whoa.
So let's move on to a cappella. Have you listened to a cappella?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Oh,
really? I think it's uncommon.
Me in the shower.
Where everybody does their acapella.
A cappella is composed of only voices without any musical instruments. I can feel harmony directly when I sing a cappella music. Therefore, it makes me very happy. So let's move on to musical. I created my original musical in Japan. I created the story, gathered the cast and staff, arranged the plays, music, costume, dance, lighting, and everything. Of course, I asked a lot of people to support me and create it together. Meanwhile, I was working as a nurse. Obviously, there are too much tasks that I had to deal with. However, why did I decide to create the musical? Because I was feeling that we don't have opportunity to express ourselves when I start jobs, and I was feeling that we have to give up our music or our passion after starting jobs. That is why I wanted to create the musical to express ourselves. Hence, the musical theme is let's try what you want, and you don't have to give up. So let's move on to the next hobby. The next hobby is creating new things. That's all. Thank you. So let's move on to my family.
This is
Oh my goodness.
is my father. This is my younger brother. This is my grandfather. I really respect them. I really like them. I want to care about them in my life.
Oh gosh.
Let's move on to my friends.
Sure.
They are my junior high school and high school friends. They are my a cappella club friends. And finally, they are my friends in Canada. I'm enjoying my life because of my lovely friends, everyone. Through making this presentation, I realized I have a lot of good friends, so I would like to enjoy my life with my friends, every friend. So let's move on to my previous job. Before coming here, I worked as a pediatric nurse. I like working as a nurse because I can help people and I can feel their thanks directly. Of course, not only thanks, but also bad feelings, such as anger, sadness, and despair. But nevertheless, I wanted to understand their feelings and handle together. It was a very hard time, but also it was a very important experience for me. However, I quit my job. Why? I have mainly two reasons. First, I worked in different hours every single day. After working overnight, I was feeling that my job could break my body. Second reason is I was feeling that I had a passion about different things instead of nursing. They are the reasons why I quit the job. So let's move on to my country. Yeah, videos. Thank you for watching. Can you imagine Japan?
Yes.
Yes. Now I would like to talk about Japan. Japanese capital city is Tokyo. The population is 127,185,332 people. And the size is 377,972 square kilometers. And Japan is composed of mainly 5 islands. And the religions are Shinto and Buddhism. Finally, the language is Japanese. So let's move on to next slide. I would like to talk about Japanese religions. As I said, Shinto and Buddhism are main religion in Japan. Probably Shinto is very not familiar with you. So hence I would like to introduce Shinto. Shinto is Japanese traditional religion. Shinto has multiple gods. There is no absolute god like Christianity. In addition, Shinto finds gods in nature, such as animals, plants, rivers, mountains, and natural phenomena. In fact, more than half Japanese people don't have religions. However, in my opinion, Shinto builds Japanese core mentality, and basically we have mixed mentality of Shinto and Buddhism because of our culture, our history. So let's move on to Japanese food. As you can see, they are Japanese food. Sushi, tempura, wagashi. So let's move on to my recommendation. My recommendations are umeboshi, soba, natto, matcha parfait. It's not familiar with you. When you come to Japan, I would like to take you to good Japanese restaurant to eat them.
Matcha
Yeah,
It's a drinking. It's a drinking.
drink.
A drink?
It's
Matcha.
dessert.
Dessert.
It's composed of cream, cake, ice cream, anything. Fruits.
Rice cake. Yeah.
Rice cake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Dessert.
definitely.
Dessert.
So let's move on to Japanese winter. I really miss Japanese winter. For me, Japanese winter symbols are nabe and kotatsu. First of all, nabe is Japanese traditional food. It is so easy to cook. Just everything, I put everything in big pot and boil and finish.
And finish. Finish. Ready to eat.
The next one is kotatsu. Kotatsu is a traditional Japanese heating appliance. It is a low table with a thick blanket. The inside of kotatsu is heated. Overall, I recommend that you eat nabe at kotatsu. It's very nice because you can spend heartwarming time with your family and friends. Yeah, it makes you closer. So let's move on to my hometown. My hometown is Hamamatsu. Hamamatsu is middle of Japan between Osaka and Tokyo. The population is about 800,000. The companies are originated in Hamamatsu city. And we have a specific Hamamatsu festival. So let's move on to my SMART goal. First of all, specific. I would like to become a freelance event coordinator in Vancouver by 2023. What is an event coordinator? The occupation is to oversee the whole project from planning at the start to running the event on the day, such as wedding ceremony, company's annual party, and also music festival. So let's move on to my measurable. My measurable is composed of mainly 8 steps. First of all, I will graduate from INAC. Second, I will enroll business school. It is said that certificates are not necessary to become a event coordinator, but I don't have any experience in the field, so certificate could help me to get a job. Meanwhile, I will gain event staff experience as a volunteer. I can learn entire event process. The next step is to work as an event assistant with LMIA. LMIA is very important. An employer must apply for LMIA when they want to hire foreign country people. It's very important, but an employee have to pay 1,000 Canadian dollars to apply for LMIA, so it is not easy. The next step is to get IELTS score 6.5 to apply for permanent residency. And after I procure enough IELTS score and work permit, I would like to apply for permanent residency. Finally, I can become a freelance event coordinator. So let's move on to achievable. I'm sorry. In order to arrange and manage an event, I have to possess a lot of skills. Now I have constructive communication skills, leadership skills, teamwork skills, proactive. But on the other hand, I need many things, such as job experience, organization skills, networking skills, customer service skills, and more. So let's move on to relevant. Why I choose this job? I have mainly 5 reasons. Through this job, I can create new things, meet new people, connect people, discuss to achieve, and also I can deal with several tasks. It's interesting for me. And next, I would like to talk about why I choose Canada in Vancouver. Because I have mainly 3 reasons. First of all, I like English. Secondly, I want to try North American working style. It's very different from Japanese style. Finally, I really like multicultural atmosphere. So let's move on to why I choose freelance. Goals. Because I can improve myself more, and it can satisfy me. If I become a freelance coordinator, an offer comes to me, depends on my performance. It means that the more I make an effort, the more I can procure a job. It's very interesting. Secondly, it's possible to create my original event. It's very interesting for me. Finally, it's possible to gain opportunity to work globally. It's very difficult, but I want to try it. So let's move on to timeline. As I said in measurable, firstly I will graduate from ILAC in this year, and after that I will enroll to business school to learn business skill. Alongside, I will gain event staff experience as a volunteer. On July 2019, I will work as an event assistant. And after that, I will get IELTS score to apply for permanent residency. And by July 2020, I will apply for permanent residency. And by July 2021, I will apply for event coordinator. And finally, I will become a freelance event coordinator. So let's move on to SWOT analysis. First of all, I'm going to talk about my strengths. In order to become an event coordinator, I have to arrange an event with a lot of staff. Therefore, communication skills, emotionally intelligent, teamwork skills are very important. Besides, I have to learn new skills. So, self-motivated, open to learning skills are also a very important skill. So let's move on to weaknesses. Now, I don't have any experience as a event staff, so that is why lack of confidence, lack of event staff skills, such as negotiation, arrangement, and lack of networking skills are weaknesses. And also, in addition, I need digital skills, such as creating PowerPoint to persuade my customers. So let's move on to opportunities and threats. I'd like to talk, first of all, demand for face-to-face interaction increasing. It means these days we frequently communicate with our friends by SNS. On the other hand, people seek opportunity to meet their friends in person. So that is why this is opportunity. The next opportunities are demand from various areas and uncommon as permanent position and increasing demand for unique events. The reason is various segments such as companies, schools, and families want to hold a unique event. That is why they are opportunities. On the other hand, there are some threats. First of all, the job demands. This job demands are unstable. Besides, I don't have enough network to work. Moreover, the job is very competitive. The competitors are not only event coordinator, but also human resources department staff. So let's move on to 4 P's. Vancouver, because I really like multicultural atmosphere, and I'd like to try North American working style. So let's move on to price. For an event assistant, the average income is about 33,000 Canadian dollars a year. And for event coordinator, the average income is 44,000 Canadian dollars a year. So let's move on to promotion. My promotion is my family and my friends. They always help me. So let's move on to plan B. My plan B is event planner in Japan. So let's move on to conclusion.
Jazz.
Thank you for watching.
So cute.
In conclusion, I would like to introduce one sentence. Any obstacles that block my way are just nutrition from my life. The sentence is said by Hiromi Uehara. She has won a Grammy Award as a jazz pianist. She is very small, but her performance is very energetic. She can express her passion by music. I think she lives and enjoys her own life. In our lives, difficult situations are inevitable, but in other words, if we could try to enjoy the difficult situations, we can get energy to move forward. Eventually, to be honest, I don't have confidence and I don't know my future, but I'm sure I can improve myself and achieve my goal. I hope. So thank you for listening to my presentation, and I want to say thank you for everyone. I really happy. I'm really happy to meet you, because maybe if I don't meet everyone here, I cannot choose my good future. So I want to say thank you very much.
Thank you for
Sorry.
Great work. Thank you, Nodoka. All right. So, do we have any questions for her?
Nodoka.
Understand my sentence.
In the slide, you tell about reasons to choose in Canada
Oh, yeah?
and Vancouver, and another one you choose because of the North American style. It's different between Japanese and style. It's Japanese style and
Yes.
North American style.
Yes.
Which the
What is
difference
different?
between?
Yeah,
For example,
in my opinion, generally speaking, in Japan, workers focus on only work. I mean, not everyone, but many people focus on only work. But here, I think in North American working style, we can enjoy private life and work
I
life.
know.
So it's good for me.
Okay.
Thank you, Wilson. Anybody else?
Your measurable slide, you use the different icon of the smile. There's a different angle. Is there a difference between?
Yeah. This?
Yeah, the smile angle is different.
Oh, yes.
So it's different meaning between them.
I mean, this is first step.
Mm-hmm.
This is goal. So
Okay.
step by step,
I'm really pay attention on your presentation.
I didn't see
very
it.
detailed.
But now it's very
Creative idea.
Yes.
Anything else?
All right, let's go to feedback, please. What did you like about her presentation?
Thank you for your thank you for your presentation. I'm really proud of you because I say you are really stressed about this. Before this, you don't know about your future, so we spoke a lot about this. I'm really proud because you find your ways, you find about your future, and I say it's really difficult to share your life because here we are like in bubble and think about the future. No, and so you must think about this and share your life. And thank you for this. Thank you for everything.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Don't worry.
Go ahead, Karen.
Nodoka. I'm really proud of you. You have a wide range of vocabulary. You're amazing. Every time you are very worried about what are you saying, your vocabulary, your linking words. Sometimes we laugh about it, but I know that you had the best score in the email because you have linking words. You have a wide range of vocabulary. I love it. I know it's very difficult for you. It was very difficult for you to quit to your job, your career. I know what happened in your past, and now what are you doing? Because you just want to be your life, and you just want to be yourself, and you want to be worried about. So at this moment of your life, you are living your life. You are living your dream. You are here in Canada. It's different from the things that you were used to be, and now it's totally different. So don't give up for your dreams. You are an amazing girl. I'm really proud of you, really. And go ahead with everything. I hope you will be not a coordinator. You will be a director and for your own company. Yes, you can. Thank you.
Do it. All right. Thank you, Karen. Okay, so moving on from there, Nodoka. So first thing we did. Check the view, very important before you start your presentation. We had a greeting, we had time, we had questions, we had the topic, of course yourself. You signposted to your agenda. You had a cute picture, you didn't describe it. What's going on? How old were you in that picture? What were you doing? Yeah.
It's amazing. Actually, it's the second.
Yes,
the second.
It's about me.
Yes.
Yes.
Cute.
This is 3 years old.
You first day at
3
school?
years old. Is that a
You
school
first
uniform
day
or
at
something?
school?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten uniform?
Elementary.
You are so happy. Yeah, you are so happy.
My favorite photo.
Oh, okay, great.
I love you.
You signposted to your about me. You talked about your nationality, your date of birth, your education, your profession. You had your hobbies, including drawing, music, singing, and musicals. In the musicals, you described the process of all the responsibilities you had to create it, and also creating new things. I believe that you had more to explain, but you were trying to manage your time well, so I appreciate that. We talked about family and friends. You had a little bit of an anecdote story. You realized how much your friends support you here and helped you to achieve your goals. Your job. So what is your job? Why did you do it? And why did you quit? So you had a little story about that as well. Then we moved on to your culture. We had multimedia. You wrapped it up with, can you imagine living in Japan or going to Japan? And then we had data like capital, population, area, map, region, language, and religion. Speaking of religion, we expanded on the only religion that is unique to Japan, which is Shintoism. And we talked about food, we love food, and we talked about the season of winter. Then we talked about your hometown, and I appreciated the company and brand logos that come from your hometown as well. So to give it a little bit of a business aspect. SMART goal, signposted your SMART goal. So your specific was described well. You had a description of your job. And your measurables had all of your steps. You used ordinal language, which means not just 1, 2, 3, 4, but first, second, third, fourth. You explained this step as well, all of your exact steps. Attainable, you had your skills, so those were all explained. Your relevant was why, and you had why for your position, and you had why for living in Canada, as well as visual representation. So instead of just listing the reasons why, you had pictures to describe why you wanted to be here. And your timeline, so your schedule was outlined. Then you signposted your SWOT analysis. You explained each point very clearly, internal versus external, positive versus negative as well. We went to your 4 Ps. We talked about your place and why. Your price included graph, Canadian dollar, plus year, your job positions, and a citation as well. Your promotion, who is going to be your support network, and your plan B. So unlike Maureen, who did a totally different type of plan B, you're just going to take the same type of job position, but relocate yourself back to Japan. And signposted your conclusion. So we had a quote, and then you described the person who made the quote, and then you told us a little bit of a story about yourself and your struggles and how you overcame them and how you will be successful here in the future. You also self-corrected yourself 7 times, so noticing that you made a mistake and you went back. Now, speaking of making mistakes, okay, now sometimes you don't make a mistake, yet you apologize, okay? So this is something that we need to, I think it's just a habit of yours, okay? Sorry, maybe the slide isn't moving forward, or sorry, I forgot my place in my notes, okay? These are not things you need to apologize for, okay? So simply, instead of apologizing, just take a deep breath, okay? Find your place in your notes and then continue, okay? Because a silent pause attracts everybody's attention. So everybody goes, oh, what's Nodoka doing? And now we're focused on you now, and then you continue your speech, okay? Instead of apologizing, okay? One more thing I'd like you to do is don't forget a bottle of water. Okay, it seemed as though your throat was dry. Okay, you were a lot of times, so always bring some water with you, so that way you can wet your palate. You did a 30-minute presentation without taking a sip of water, so you know that's very good of you. But also to maintain your condition, you should have a bottle of water with you. Okay, good use of notes. You had extensive notes. Your body language, pointing, gesturing, open, good confidence, good facial expressions, including a smile. Voice control, pace, projection, good intonation, beautiful clarity as well. Creativity, so as we can see with the little smiley faces and how they transition, also with the contrast colors of your presentation, I think you were very careful to maintain contrast colors so that way all of your presentation slides appear clearly. So that was really well done. And eye contact range was good, so variation left to right, foreground to background. And I got very few language feedback points for you. So in actual fact, in a 30-minute presentation, I suppose that people will make between 10 to 15 language errors. In fact, I've only got about 4 for you. So that means that your language is extremely accurate and you're not making a lot of mistakes. So very precise. Speaking of language, I'm just going to go through a little vocabulary. Lose track of time. Meanwhile, obviously, tasks deal with, express ourselves. Hence, not only but also, despair, nevertheless, however, in addition, core mentality, as you can see, heating appliance, heartwarming, experience in the field, to procure, in order to, possess, constructive, proactive, on the other hand, multicultural, freelance, alongside, persuade, segments, moreover, energetic. Nice use of language range. Congratulations, Nodoka. Okay. She's crying because she's